Now on CoastTV News.
Really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Assassination attempt aftermath, what we know on the day the Republican National Convention is set to start in Milwaukee.
And another round of intense heat is headed for Delmarva. Heat advisories through Wednesday, and that heat sticks around into midweek. Highs in the 90s. Feels like temperatures as high as 110. I'll track the heat and tell you when relief is on the way coming up.
For policy controversy, the action that could take place tonight by the Board of Education and the claims made by the ACLU. Ocean City cannabis time change. What is being considered in the town and how Maryland law is influencing a potential decision.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Monday, July 15th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Paige Marley is off this morning. That means it's just the guys this morning. First Alert meteorologist Bob Triton joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. A hot morning, Bob.
Oh boy, yeah, this is just the beginning, Matt. Buckle up. The summer sizzle is returning today and lasting basically for the next 3 days. We have a heat advisory in place for Sussex County. This goes right until basically through Wednesday morning. Now, out the door right now, it's not too bad. Temperatures in the 70s, 75, Delmar, Georgetown, 76, Millsboro, 78, Bethany Beach, 71, and Rehoboth at 78. And the winds are light coming out of the southwest right now. We've got a lot of heat and humidity that will be building in today under mainly clear skies, just a few clouds building in, but it's mostly sunny and temperatures quickly rise. We're in the upper 70s at 7:30. By 8:30 already into the mid 80s, and look at this, by noon already 91 Delmar, Millsboro, Long Neck 92, some 80s back through Bethany Beach and Fenwick Island, and really hot by 2:30 with temperatures into the mid 90s and a little bit of relief along the coast, and still very hot into this evening by 6 o'clock, still into the 90s inland areas. And feels like temperatures this afternoon feeling like 102 to as high as 105, and it gets even hotter in the next couple of days, especially for tomorrow with the first alert for the extreme heat. And coming up, I'll tell you when the heat breaks and when we can expect some rain and a cool down. That's coming up in a few seconds.
Thank you, Bob. We're now taking a live look at the site of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Day one expected to start today. The Republican theme on this day is the economy as Americans deal with high gas and grocery prices. About 12 hours ago, this was former President Trump arriving in Milwaukee for the convention. Start of the RNC convention comes on the heels of the assassination attempt on President Trump at his rally Saturday in Pennsylvania. Republicans are expected to formally nominate Trump for their 2024 presidential ticket later this week, but the focus of the political world is on Pennsylvania this morning in the wake of the attempted assassination of former President Trump. Federal agents searching for evidence and answers, while the Secret Service facing questions and criticism for what some in law enforcement are calling a massive security failure. NBC's Jay Gray shows us how officials say the shooter was able to gain access and where the investigation currently stands.
Former President Trump traveling to Milwaukee for today's opening of the Republican National Convention. Just a day after the attempt on his life. Late Sunday, posting the message "Unite America" on social media as President Biden addresses a stunned nation from the Oval Office.
You know, the political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that.
Responsibility at the center of growing questions and frustration over how it could happen. A rooftop less than 150 yards from the rally stage left open and accessible. The alleged shooter, seen in this new video, able to fire at least 8 shots from the position before he's taken out by Secret Service snipers.
The buck does stop with the U.S. Secret Service. It's their plan. You're responsible, so you can't deflect blame on anybody else.
President Biden ordering an independent investigation into what many in law enforcement are calling a colossal breakdown and profound security failure.
If that bullet was 2 inches to the right, it would have penetrated the former president's forehead, and we would have a great American tragedy on our hands.
Federal agents searching for a motive say the man accused of pulling the trigger, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, is still a mystery, unknown to law enforcement before the attempted assassination. Jay Gray, NBC News, Butler, Pennsylvania.
A cell phone and other electronics belonging to crooks are now at the FBI lab in Quantico. Investigators are hoping they uncover data that will give them a better picture of the suspect and why he fired shots at the former president. President Biden cut his weekend along our coast short after the attempt at Trump's rally. In remarks following the shooting, the president called the shooting sick and condemned political violence. This only days after he said, quote, "It's time to put Trump in a bullseye," end quote. According to a White House official, Biden spoke with Trump after the shooting. Today, he will participate in a one-on-one interview with Lester Holt before heading to Las Vegas. And you can watch that interview tonight on CoastTV. Lester Holt will sit down with President Joe Biden in an exclusive one-on-one interview. You can watch a preview on NBC Nightly News and then the full unedited interview in a primetime special at 9 p.m. right here on Coast TV. And after that, NBC News will feature Comprehensive Decision 2024. It's coverage on the ground reporting from Milwaukee's Advisory Forum all week for the 2024 Republican National Convention. Lester Holt and Savannah Guthrie that will anchor the special coverage Monday through Thursday. It all starts after that interview at 9:30 p.m. Happening tonight, the Milford Board of Education expected to take action on several policies, including one that's been targeted by ACLU Delaware, and that is policy 6103. Supporters say it is designed to limit offensive items and material that could be distracting to the educational process, but the ACLU claims that it infringes on free speech. We have move on as we have an update on the story that we've been covering for you out of Lewis. The Canal Front Park in Lewis is set to see a big makeover, upwards of $400,000. Today, the Parks and Rec Commission will review colors that could be used for the shaded areas of the playground. You can see some of the possible color options on your screen. Goal of the project is to increase safety and accessibility. Going to stay in Lewis for this next story. The city is the next place along the coast to talk marijuana. On Thursday, officials will hear a presentation from Commissioner Rob Koop regarding the state of Delaware marijuana legislation and regulations. Lewis has not yet set any bans on regulations on this topic. Ocean City Planning Committee looking to change certain cannabis laws to align themselves with recent changes made by the state. To start, they will adjust the hours of operation. Originally, shops in Ocean City could only operate from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This new proposal would expand that, allowing shops to run from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. It would also put in rules to regulate locations. No shop could be within 50 feet of a school, place of worship, or public park. We went to Ocean City to hear what people there think about all of this, and here's what one person on vacation told Coast TV News.
If there's individuals that need it for medicinal purposes based on if they're sick, a cancer, where this product does help them, they're terminal, I don't have an issue with it.
Ocean City Council will review the proposed changes during a later meeting. Lewis is searching for bids for the maintenance dredging of the boat slips at the Canal Front Park Marina and private marinas around the area that we're showing you here on your screen. The bids will be accepted until 4 p.m. on Friday at City Hall. More information on this, on how to submit one of those bids, you can find that on CoastTV.com. In Dewey Beach, the town could soon give its beach patrol a little bit more authority. Currently, the beach patrol will ask a beachgoer to stop activities that pose a danger. It could be something hitting or kicking objects if they believe it's causing a problem. And while this usually works, town says there is no legislation to support it if the beachgoer does not adhere. The patrol is requesting to update an ordinance that would grant lifeguards the ability to prohibit activities when necessary during on-duty hours. All of this is scheduled to be talked about on Friday. And we're just getting started on Coast TV News today. Coming up, Delmarva draws blood. What you need to know about a blood drive that's happening today. Also, Bellhaven Hotel holdup, the feedback to Rehoboth Beach officials after yet another site plan review of the proposed hotel on Rehoboth Avenue. And Delta U.S. uniforms update. What sparked the company to only allow U.S. pins for its employees? All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, get a sneak peek behind the scenes of the production of the Legally Blonde musical and find out why you won't want to miss this show. Plus, our Joke Jar segment is back with laughs galore. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Explore the natural wonders of the Delaware Bay at Fisherman's Wharf in Lewis. Our fleet of boats guarantees an experience like no other, no matter the season. Keep your eyes peeled for majestic whales, playful dolphins, and curious seals. From full and half-day fishing trips to evening cruises, special events, and even private charters, there's something for everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, taking in the incredible beauty of the Delaware Bay. What are you waiting for? Check us out online, then book your trip today.
I've been doing refractive eye surgery, including LASIK, for 20 years now. So I've seen and been a part of the advances firsthand, like the addition of femto laser, which made the procedure completely bladeless. We've done over 2,000 of these procedures. So as surgeons, we advance too. With access to more advanced instruments and techniques, we get safer and more predictable results. And you can get advanced LASIK surgery right here on Delmarva.
For more about Chesapeake Eye, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
It's 5:11 on a mild and muggy Monday morning. Bay Health Cam and Dover. It's dry, but already 79 for you. We're already in the mid to upper 70s, most inland areas, and 60s and 70s along the coast. Ocean City, a little cooler for you, 69, but Georgetown right now at 76, and the winds are coming in out of the south-southwest, and that will bring in that very hot air as we go through the day. We're looking at mainly clear skies right now, and not the best day for any outdoor activity except maybe hanging out by the beach or pool. So if you're on the golf course, yeah, very hot, 96. Make sure you have plenty of water, maybe one of those scarves that you can soak in water to keep your neck cool. Feels like temperatures 101 to 105. Take it easy out there and take care of the heat.
Bob, you are correct. I think that is very hot, 96 degrees. Oof. We move on. This week, finance will be front and center in Lewis on Tuesday. Officials will get together to talk about existing money sources and even future ones. Also on the agenda, a review of city investments and the fiscal year budget. Happening tonight, there are going to be some nighttime closures in Milton. You can see that location right there on your screen. This will be tonight through Friday from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Crews will be working on the bridge project. That's at Route 1 in West Route 16. Inflation could be fluctuating, which could impact the amount seniors receive for Social Security programs next year. It has to do with cost of living adjustments. And according to the latest estimates from the Senior Citizens League, Social Security recipients can expect payments to increase about 2.6% in 2025. Last year's cost of living increase was 3.2%. Starting today, Delta employees will have to alter their uniforms. A new policy states they cannot wear pins representing other countries or nationalities other than the U.S. It happened after 2 flight attendants wore pins showing a Palestinian flag, but a post on X called them Hamas badges. That went viral. After the fallout, the company says it wants to create a, quote, safe, comfortable, and welcoming environment for all. Still ahead, Bellhaven Hotel hold up the lengthy bureaucratic approval for the proposed Rehoboth Beach luxury hotel.
And the beach will be the place to be the next few days right now in Ocean City. We're looking at, well, calm conditions, but we'll be seeing a lot of beach umbrellas later with the summer sizzle returning the next few days. Intense heat and humidity. I'll track the heat and let you know just when we could see some relief coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment. Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Have you ever needed some help with selection and design layout in your renovated tile bathroom project, kitchen backsplash, or any other tile project? You don't have to go across the bridge. The professionals at East Coast Tile and Flooring offer the largest selection to assist architects, designers, and homeowners on any size project in all price ranges. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the quality, knowledge, and expertise you need. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:16, and you are looking live at Ocean City. I do love these early morning beach shots of the boardwalk, and maybe there's some people out there, hard to tell in the distance right now, but getting their day started along the coast. But, Bob, today people are going to have to deal with a very, very hot day.
Hot day, Matt, and I think in about 5 hours it'll be a sea of umbrellas on the beaches, and for good reason. A hot day, in fact, a series of hot days on the way. The next 3 days, yeah, pretty toasty. We have a heat advisory today through Wednesday. We're talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, and the feels like temperatures 102 to as hot as 110, especially tomorrow. That's the core of the heat tomorrow. It is a first alert day because I think it is the hottest day of the year with temperatures into the upper 90s, but feeling like as hot as 110 or maybe even higher. Now we have a cold front moving in Wednesday. That will trigger some storms and maybe give us some hail and gusty winds possible. And then that will be the end of the heat wave. The temperatures right now, mild, mid to upper 70s. Inland Redden 74, Georgetown 76, 69 Ocean City, 70 in Bethany Beach, Rehoboth at 78. And we're looking at a southwest breeze right now and nothing all that strong. And we're looking at temperatures this morning into the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. And here's Futurecast at 9:30. Look how quickly we warm up into the mid 80s. Oh, wow. And then by 12:30, already 91 in Georgetown, 92 in Millsboro, 94 in Salisbury. And even at the beaches, it's hot. Mid 80s in Ocean City, 83 in Fenwick Island. And by 3:30, we're solidly into the mid 90s, maybe 96 in Long Neck, Seaford 95, 81 in Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island 81. So that's where your relief is. But inland, it is just scorching hot. 90s slowly falling into the 80s through the overnight hours. And at 1:30, we're still in the low 80s and only into the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow morning by 10 a.m., we're in the low 90s. And I think we are looking at the hottest day tomorrow. 98 Long Neck, 96 Millsboro, Georgetown 96, even well into the 80s along the coast. And as we go into the evening, scorching heat and maybe some more clouds as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday, but Wednesday is another hot day, upper 80s and lower 90s late morning, and by the afternoon into the mid 90s. And here's our muggy meter. It's just very, very humid as we go through the next several days. Maybe a little break by Friday, but then back into the very muggy range after that. Feels like temperatures today 102 to around 105, and then tomorrow, really bad, about 105 to about 110, and pretty much the same as we go into Wednesday. And then we do get a little break with the front as it comes in later Wednesday night into Thursday with showers and some thunderstorms and maybe some hail and gusty winds. And then that system starts to move out. and then to start to dry out on Friday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 96 today, and then a first alert for perhaps the hottest day of the year tomorrow, 98. Back to 95 Wednesday, late day storms, and then the heat wave's over. Showers and storms Thursday, 85, and then Friday, 84, much better, and then 85 on Saturday, maybe a few showers, and mid-80s on Sunday. Our umbrella giveaway winner today is Margaret Cleary from Milton. Congratulations, Margaret. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And as Bob just showed us, the heat is not letting up this week. Actually, this year's summer heat could be record-breaking. Reports show June was the 13th consecutive month to break a global heat record. Scientists say heat waves are becoming the new norm. In the U.S., this June was the second warmest in 130 years, and according to the National Centers for Environmental Information, last month ranked in the top 10 warmest Junes on record for 20 states. For years, the Papa John family, they've been trying to build a hotel on Rehoboth Avenue above where the Candy Kitchen is located on the boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach. Another site plan review was held and after concerns were raised on this back in June. According to the plans, the proposed hotel would be 4 stories high. There'd be retail space on the bottom. There would even be an underground parking garage. We went to Rehoboth Beach to learn what people there think about this hotel, and here is what one person told us.
Obviously, as mentioned earlier, it would be really good for the people in the hotel, be able to see out into the ocean, but I think it would encumber the view for anyone kind of behind the hotel, especially someone walking down Rehoboth Avenue. And it seems like it would be kind of crowded here in this one central place behind the bandstand, which would, I think, take away from some of the openness that we're used to here at the boardwalk.
After much back and forth among the commission, they recommended amendments to the site plan for the application to consider. The amendments related to concerns about the height of the hotel's antenna, the hotel's impact on traffic, the loading dock, and the impact of the construction on the surrounding businesses and homes. Up next, Delmarva Draws Blood. We'll tell you about a key blood drive on the peninsula that's happening today. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV. NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Enjoy some family time with America's pastime at the Delmarva Shorebirds. When you're here, everything inside is fair ball. Your favorite treats, craft beers, fireworks every Saturday, and the best giveaways. Tickets start at just $15 to see the O Stars of Tomorrow on Delmarva today. Save time. Buy tickets online at theshorebirds.com.
Upgrade your roof. Whether it's metal roofing or shingles, Alpha Roofing and Siding is the pinnacle of protection and style, using premium materials that withholds any harsh conditions that are covered by a 50-year material warranty. Get free gutter guards with your new roof and 12 months no interest. Ask us how to save 30% with the federal tax credit on solar skylights. Call today for more details. Alpha Roofing and Siding, where protection comes first and setting the standard is our legacy.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. Nobody can drag me down.
Sun-Kissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, First Alert Weather means we are always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
We have a strong line that begins to press its way through central portions of Sussex.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Blood drive is happening today in Ocean View. It'll be at the community center. This will be from 1 to 6. And if you want to donate there, you are asked to have your ID and to also, key here, eat a good breakfast. People and pets are recovering from the latest round of severe weather. We felt that weather from Hurricane Beryl on the coast. The National Weather Service confirmed several tornadoes hit New York, affecting some animals, damaging property. In Vermont, officials say rescuers saved more than 100 people and at least 15 cats or dogs from floods. First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri back with us again, and we know it's going to be hot and humid. I think even visits to the water areas, it might not be much relief along the coast, Bob.
No, absolutely not, Matt. You know, when we're talking about mid to upper 80s for places like Ocean City, you know it's going to be about 10 degrees warmer inland areas, and we're looking at the beach forecast. That'll be the place to be. Lots of sunshine, mid to upper 80s for Ocean City today. Upper 80s close to 90 in Fenwick Island, so a little bit of relief along the coast. Waves around 2 to 4 feet. Lewis, even hotter for you by noon, 91, 94 by 5, and Rehoboth, you're into the low to mid 90s. The good news is rip current threat is low. On the Bayside, Cambridge quickly through the 80s today into the lower 90s later. And then Crisfield close to 90, but with the humidity, areas feeling like triple digits today and right through Wednesday. The good news is it's only a 3-day heat wave. We get a break after that and then cooling down with better rain chances. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Bob, after the break on Coast TV News Today, a proposed policy surrounding expression on the table at the Milford School District tonight. We'll tell you why the ACLU Delaware believes this infringes free speech. Also, Biden's coastal weekend cut short after the attempted assassination of former President Trump, and we'll show you his message to the country on that. And tumultuous weekend for Trump. The former president recovers as one of the assassin's bullets. That man took the life of a former fire chief. That is the Republican National Convention begins today in Milwaukee. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Show a hard-working woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 1025 WBOC.
Now on Coast TV News.
Deadly chaos before convention, the Secret Service failing that led to the death of a former firefighter attending a rally for Donald Trump ahead of the Republican National Convention.
Another round of intense heat is headed for Delmarva and sticking around into midweek with heat advisories in place. Highs in the 90s, feeling like temperatures as high as 110. I'll track the heat and tell you when relief is on the way coming up.
battles ACLU backlash. We look at the policy that could be voted on tonight in Milford and the claims made by those opposing it. Color on the Canal Playground, the latest on the project to improve the park area there in Lewis.
This is Coast TV News Today.
July 15th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Paige Marley is off today. The time is 5:29, and while Paige is away, some very hot and humid conditions have returned to our area. First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri joins us now to help you prepare as you make your way out the door. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. Indeed, we are looking at a very hot day. In fact, a stretch of hot days on the way. Heat advisory for Sussex County and adjacent areas of Maryland as well. This is for the next 3 days. Our feels like temperatures will be into the triple digits in the afternoons. And right now, already off to a mild start. 75 in Salisbury, 76 Georgetown, Seaford and Millsboro 77, Rehoboth 79, and Lewis at 78. A bit of a southwest breeze, and we're looking at mainly clear skies, maybe a few little pockets of fog, but otherwise it's mainly clear. We're seeing some storms around the New York City area. Not expecting storms for us, maybe just a few clouds, but the big story is the heat as temperatures quickly rise from the 70s into the mid 80s already by 8:30, and then we're in the lower 90s by noon, even well into the 80s along the coast and close to 90 at Bethany Beach later on, 90 in Rehoboth and well into the 90s inland, mid 90s, and feels like temperatures, well, about 100 to 105 inland areas and feeling like 90s along the coast. Take care in the heat and the sun. UV index today is a 10, very high. Burn time is 10 minutes, and we're essentially in the 10 range the next several days, the exception being Thursday with a better chance of storms. So protect yourself in the heat and the sun the next few days.
Advice there. Thank you, Bob. We're now taking a live look at the Republican National Convention site in Milwaukee. The 4-day event will culminate with a nomination of Donald Trump for a third consecutive time. It was just before 6 p.m. last night that former President Trump arrived in Milwaukee for the convention. The start of the convention comes on the heels of the assassination attempt at his rally Saturday in Pennsylvania. And sometime this week, Trump will announce his pick for vice president. Shockwaves from the attempted assassination of Donald Trump still reverberating in the political world and around the globe. As the investigation continues, authorities are still trying to determine the shooter's motive. On Sunday, President Biden gave a rare Oval Office address calling for common unity, but that was only days after saying a bullseye should be put on Trump. Reed Binion shows us his calls now to the nation in what is expected as the Republican National Convention begins today.
My fellow Americans,
President Joe Biden addressing the nation Sunday from the Oval Office.
We can't allow this violence to be normalized.
Just a day after a failed assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump Saturday. The lone gunman killed by the Secret Service moments later, according to law enforcement officials. Biden on Sunday emphasizing the importance of toning down the rhetoric in America's ultra-polarized national political discourse.
It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that. Yes, we have deeply felt strong disagreements. The power to change America should always rest in the hands of the people, not in the hands of a would-be assassin.
Earlier, Biden ordered an independent review of security measures at Saturday's rally where the assassination attempt took place. His address Sunday night came just hours before the start of the Republican National Convention Monday in Milwaukee, where former President Trump will formally accept the GOP presidential nomination and is expected to unveil his running mate. As for any security concerns following the assassination attempt, the Secret Service appears confident it can keep the RNC safe.
We are confident in these security plans that are in place for this event, and we're ready to go.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
President Biden did cut his weekend along our coast short after that attempt at Trump's rally. In remarks following the shooting, the president called the shooting sick and condemned political violence. According to a White House official, Biden spoke with Trump after the shooting. Today, he will participate in a one-on-one interview with Lester Holt before heading to Las Vegas. Happening today, the Milford Board of Education will discuss what is being termed by some as a controversial speech policy. According to ACLU Delaware, Board of Education is set to vote on proposed policy 6103. Now, supporters say this is designed to limit offensive items and material that could be distracting to the educational process, but The ACLU claims it infringes free speech. The meeting is set to take place at 9 p.m. at the Milford High School. We have an update for you on a story that we've been covering out of Lewis. The Canal Front Park there is set to see a big makeover, upwards of $400,000. And today the Parks and Rec Commission will review colors that could be used for shaded areas of the playground. You can see some of the possible color options on your screen. Goal of the project is to increase safety and accessibility. Going to stay in Lewis now. The city, I should say, is the next place on the coast to talk marijuana. On Thursday, the city will hear a presentation from Commissioner Bob Koop regarding the state of Delaware marijuana legislation and regulations. Lewis has yet to set any bans or regulations on this issue. A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, Delaware prepares for fair. We'll tell you about when the fun and activities are set to begin in Harrington. Also, Gelof's granny, part of a big weekend at the park in Philly for the former Cape Henlopen Viking. And on your screen, you can see pictures of yet another crash at the Georgetown Circle. We'll tell you what possible solution the mayor is considering. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, get a sneak peek behind the scenes of the production of the Legally Blonde musical and find out why you won't want to miss this show. Plus, our Joke Jar segment is back with laughs galore. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're going to meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
Paris, the city of light, welcomes incredible athletes and their stories as the world takes heart at the 2024 Paris Paralympics.
5:37 on this very mild and muggy start to our day. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp Canal looking nice and calm. 69 in Ocean City. But that's a cool spot. Everybody else pretty much in the 70s. Some low 70s along the coast, mid to upper 70s inland areas. A little bit of a wind from the north and west and mainly clear skies. Could be a little bit of patchy fog out there. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies. Seeing some storms up near New York right now and offshore. But we're looking mainly dry but really hot. I only putted in the fair category today because it's just not that great for golf or any outdoor activities unless you're at the pool or the beach. 96 on the golf course, very hot. Feels like temperatures 101 to 105. Make sure you have plenty of water with you. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's 443-880-9100. I just updated it. Sponsored by Baird Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Man is now facing several charges after Georgetown police say they arrested him for crashing into the circle. Police say this was around 2 a.m. on Saturday. A Nissan Pathfinder was found there. And it was determined that Mario Ramirez was driving east down West Market Street. That's when he failed to stop. Police say he hit the street sign, camera post, and police monument. Security footage showed him running away from the scene, and Georgetown police say he was arrested on Sunday. Over the past few months, the Georgetown Circle has been the site of several crashes. Back in April, a driver going too fast crashed into a street sign fire hydrant in the circle. In November of 2023, a driver knocked down the memorial for a fallen Officer Chad Spicer. And Georgetown Mayor Bill West previously said the town was exploring the idea of raising the height of the curbs to 15 to 18 inches. According to Mayor West, there have been 6 crashes that have all similarly gone onto the grass and damaged town property in the past year and a half. A fragment of a World War II era ordnance washed ashore on Assateague Island over the weekend. Staff and visitors waited for officials from the Dover Air Force Base to deal with the fragment. As you can see on your screen, officials handled the explosion. This is the first time this has happened in Assateague. Officials from the island say during the summer of 2022, multiple fragments washed onto the beach, and this is all the result of during World War II, the U.S. Navy and Army Corps used the Maryland portion of Assateague Island as a bombing range. Worcester County Sheriff's Office say they've broken up a large drug trafficking organization. This after an 8-month-long multi-state drug trafficking investigation that led to the arrest of 5 people: Jared Rhodes, Tyrone Burdell, William Miller, Shaman Burdell, and Tavon Biles. According to police, the group was distributing significant quantities of cocaine not only in Worcester County, Maryland, but also in Sussex County, Delaware. Police say more than $150,000 worth of cocaine was seized, and they also found large quantities of cash and other evidence alleged to be for distribution of illegal drugs. In sports, loyalties among the Delaware coast were tested this weekend at the South Philly Park. We know there are plenty of Philly fans here, but there are some people who once saw Zach Geloff lead Cape Henlopen High School to a state baseball championship, and this weekend they got to see him and his Athletics take on the team with the best record in baseball. On Sunday, the Phillies get things started in the first, and number 2 hitter Trey Turner digs that out, goes high, deep, and gone. That's Turner's 11th of the season. It's 1-0 Phillies. It was 2-1 Oakland in the 5th when Lawrence Butler turns on this Michael Mercado pitch. Butler would hit 3 home runs on the day. The rout was on, and, well, then there was Geloff. We go bases loaded in the 9th. A grand slam for the former Cape Henlopen Viking, Zach Geloff. 2 home runs in 2 days for Geloff in front of family and friends. Oakland had 8 of them in this game as the Phillies lose a series to the Athletics. Nationals cannot get the sweep of the Brewers, and they head into the All-Star break 9 games under 500. Former Shorebird Cedric Mullins drove in the tying and winning runs in the 9th with a double as the Orioles get the win over the Yankees. How about the current Shorebirds? Kevin Guerrero with 2 doubles against the Hillcats on Sunday. This one in the 8th brings home 2 runs. Birds get a split in their series at Lynchburg. To NASCAR, defending Cup champ Ryan Blaney led the final 44 laps Sunday at Pocono to get his 2nd win of the season, the 12th of his career. His first, that was back in 2017 at this track in Northeast Pennsylvania. Movie news now from the big and small screens. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
You're acting like you've never seen a coup before. This is crazy. Someday, you'll thank me.
It's tough to be the daughter of the Queen of Hearts in Descendants, The Rise of Red. The latest movie in the fantasy franchise features Kylie Cantrell as Red, who goes on a journey of self-discovery.
I think already being a teenager is confusing enough in figuring out what your place in the world is going to be and who you are. But once you add on having a villain for a mom and having a tough upbringing, I think that adds a whole other layer. And I really think that that's kind of the backbone for why Red is the way that she is, why she has that tough kind of guarded exterior.
Descendants, The Rise of Red is now streaming on Disney+.
It's been a program that was established to help people get more in touch with their feelings and truly get some rehabilitation.
I am Gladiator Goliath. I am Spartacus.
I'm Prince Hamlet of Denmark.
And it's turned into something, I don't know, wonderful.
A wonderful start for Sing Sing. The drama, based on the real prison program Rehabilitation Through the Arts, opened in 4 theaters and grossed an estimated $137,000, an impressive average of more than $34,000 per theater. Sing Sing expands to wide release August 2nd. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Got some sad news to report. Shannon Doherty, the star of Beverly Hills 90210, has died. The actress' longtime publicist confirmed to People magazine that Doherty died Saturday surrounded by loved ones after a years-long battle with breast cancer. She rose to fame as Brenda Walsh on the original Beverly Hills 90210. She was also known for her role on the series Charmed. Doherty was 53 years old.
We're seeing a mild and muggy start to our Monday on our Spicer Brothers Camp 77 in Salisbury. Watch out for maybe a little bit of fog this morning, but the big news is the summer sizzle. It returns the next few days with intense heat and humidity. I'll track the heat and let you know when we will see some relief. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in flooring, to ensure you get the best product to fit your needs and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
They worked with me, gave me different options, kept within that budget, completed it on time. Delmarva Design Center was awesome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
We are Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts. As temperatures rise, so does pest activity. If you don't protect your home, you're at risk of a pest infestation. Get 365-day protection from common household pests with our Proactive Pest Plan. With termites, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
For one of the fastest response times in the industry, call 302-645-1502 for a free evaluation. Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts.
Show a hardworking woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 1025 WBOC.
I can't wait to get to work.
I'm so glad you said that. Oh, let's get you ready for ball. One lap for each vowel.
You weren't kidding. This is great for the biceps. This is not what I had in mind when you asked me to carpool.
It's a big win. Let's do it.
Yes, I'm ready.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
I'm ready.
Wheel of Fortune on CoastTV.
Now checking in live at Salisbury. Activity in the downtown area on this Monday morning after a wild, rainy early parts of the weekend. Bob, the heat, it's back on. It's back with us.
Yeah, boy, talk about weather extremes. You know, we had about 4 to 7 inches of rain late last week into the weekend, Matt, and now it's the heat again. But we've been down this road before. We've had several heat waves, but this one could be the most intense of them all. There is a heat advisory, Kent and Sussex County, until Wednesday morning, where we're looking at, it feels like temperatures in the triple digit. Heat advisory also into areas around Salisbury, excluding the immediate coast near Ocean Pines. You're right on the edge there. And then inland, other parts of the eastern shore under that heat advisory. Then this purple area, excessive heat warning. Caroline, Kent, Queen Anne's, and Talbot counties. And that goes until Wednesday. So bottom line is it's just going to be hot. We're looking at temperatures now, pretty mild. 76 in Georgetown, Millsboro 78, Seaford 77, 79 in Rehoboth, Bethany Beach at 71. There is a light southwest wind, and that will continue to pump in all that heat and humidity as we go through the day. We're just seeing a few clouds, maybe a little bit of fog. The storminess we're looking at is around the New York City, Long Island area, also offshore. But for us, it's just quiet. We've got a few clouds back to the west, and the big story will be that building heat. Here's Futurecast already into the 80s this morning, and by 10 o'clock, mid to upper 80s, even along the beaches, it's in the 80s. And then by 12:30, lower 90s away from the coast, and then 80s to lower 90s for Rehoboth back into Lewis, 94 in Millsboro, 94 in Delmar, 80s at the coast. So just a scorching hot day. And then that heat slowly backs off this evening. By 10:30, we're still in the 80s. That's even the case by 1:30. By tomorrow morning into the 70s and 80s. And then by 10, already at lower 90s. This could be the hottest day of the year as we go into tomorrow. By 3:30, 96 to 98 inland, and 80s and 90s along the coast. So it will be a scorcher. The winds will be picking up and some clouds do increase as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, but it's going to be very warm. 7 a.m. we're in the lower 80s Wednesday morning, then 80s and then low to mid 90s into the afternoon on Wednesday. But this is the last day of that intense heat as a front will start to bring a chance of some storms into Wednesday evening. Here's our muggy meter: humid to very humid, a little break Friday, and then it's back into the humidity this weekend. Feels like temperatures 102 to 105 for today, and tomorrow even worse, about 105 to 110 and about 104 to 108 on Wednesday. Really brutal. But then the relief comes with showers and storms Wednesday night into Thursday morning, maybe some hail and gusty winds, and then it does quiet down into your Friday, and the humidity drops as well. Paul Davis 7-day forecast: 96 today, and then a first alert tomorrow for perhaps the hottest day of the year, 98, 95 Wednesday. Late day storms could be a little feisty. More storms Thursday, 85, but we keep it in the mid 80s, no 90s for a while. Mid 80s into the weekend, maybe some showers on Saturday, drier Sunday.
Thank you, Bob. The Maryland State Department of Education offering free meals this summer at sites statewide. The USDA federally funded program, along with local sponsors, ensures that students in Maryland receive necessary nutrition during the summer months. Locations can be found on the Maryland State Department of Education website. Free meals or snacks are served at participating sites, and an ID is not required. A popular education program from DNREC, it's back. DNREC invites all families of all ages to participate in the Life in the Bay, the education program where you can learn about fish and other aquatic creatures that live in the Delaware Bay. There will be 2 program dates, July 31st and August 7th at Woodland Beach. Delaware State Fair is back this week with carnival rides, competitions, and concerts. Rich Springfield performs on opening night. That's this Thursday, July 18th, and the fun continues through the 27th. Up next on CoastTV News Today, questions about cognitive tests are trending right now as the mental fitness of presidential candidates are under the microscope. We'll tell you what you need to know that could help you or a loved one.
Already close to 80 degrees in Dover, and we're looking at intense heat the next few days. And that intense heat does break Wednesday with the cold front, increasing showers and storms. Cooler weather to end the weekend into the weekend. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
There's been a lot of talk about cognitive testing in the aftermath of the presidential debate, but what exactly goes into a cognitive test and who should get one? CNN's Brian Abel shows us a test that may be able to help you or a loved one.
Most people generally have a good idea of their overall health, but when it comes to brain health, many of us are likely in the dark.
We know our heart, we know our blood pressure, we know our kidney functioning, we know our thyroid. Nobody knows how their brain is functioning at a time in life when they're functioning fine.
And often by the time we notice something is wrong, it's already too late.
These brain diseases that we're talking about with aging, they creep up on you.
Anyone experiencing memory loss or cognitive impairment should seek neuropsychological testing. And Weintraub says when you turn 55, you should probably get a baseline evaluation of your cognitive abilities before symptoms arise. And there are multiple assessment options out there.
It could be from as simple as what year is it to 8-hour batteries and everything in between.
Those assessments
Ready to do some testing today?
use simple tasks to test both verbal and visual memory.
In someone with dementia, they may be able to learn the words, but when you come back half an hour later, they really can't remember almost any of them. And that's when we know something is abnormal.
Most importantly, experts say don't ignore possible symptoms and don't wait.
Don't just think it's normal aging. It might be, let the doctor tell you that, Get in, get evaluated.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
And it's not just brain function that these tests can catch early. They can also uncover other health issues like tumor, strokes, or metabolic disorders. Right now it's 5:55 on this Monday morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day. And today's coastal pets, plural, of the day are two best buds. We got Toby and Manny. They love golf cart rides where they get to explore and show off to their friends, especially those hats they have going on. They were submitted to us by Amy and Longneck. Now, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes them special. On your screen is the QR code at the top. You could scan that to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature. 5:56 now. A quick look at your forecast before you head out the door. And if you're going out that door soon, be ready to be hit by a wall of humidity, Bob.
Absolutely, Matt. We've been seeing a lot of patriotic pups lately, too. And remember your pets, too, in this heat wave. Make sure they have a cool place, a doghouse, plenty of water, icy water, too. Because look at this. By 9 o'clock, we're already in the mid-80s and then into the 90s, mid-90s this afternoon. I'm looking at a high right around 96 inland areas, but those feels like temperatures around 100 to 105. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Tomorrow, first alert, because I think that's the hottest day of the year. 98, feels like temperatures as high as about 110. Wednesday, not as bad, 95. Storms later in the day into Thursday break that heat wave, and then the 90s are gone. Middle 80s essentially into the weekend. Dry Friday, some showers Saturday, 85. That's much better. 86 on Sunday, and then we're into the mid to upper 80s next week. Maybe some storm chances at that time.
All right, thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour after the assassination attempt, what has been revealed by the investigation into the Secret Service failure? What to expect as the Republican National Convention begins today. That story and more when Coast TV News Today continues.